Today, the main conference at Mines Money with Vincent Mascolo from IronRidge Resources. What sort of feeling or mood have you picked up at the conference this year? I feel there's been some sort of cautious optimism around.
No, I'm finding it actually quite upbeat. Last year was a little bit subdued, but definitely more attendance and definitely a lot more interest in IronRidge in the commodity space, I feel.
And can you give me a short sort of profile on IronRidge Resources and the key assets that you've got?
Yeah, sure. Well, now we're actually a diversified explorer, predominantly in Africa, Francophone Africa, albeit we have a couple of projects in Ghana. We were historically an iron ore explorer in Gabon. We raised £9.7 million in February 2015 for that. Iron ore wasn't cutting it for us, obviously, and wasn't in the best interest of all the shareholders. So in February this year we refocused. We did a top-down global search, and since February we've refocused the company into gold and lithium. We recently discovered quite an interesting gold prospect on our 100% owned projects in Australia. So we've actually just drill tested and confirmed the historical data there. We're very encouraged with that. So we're developing those programs now as we speak. But back into Africa, we've got some significant lithium projects in Ghana, and we've carried that off into the Ivory Coast. We're adjacent to a known resource of about 1.5 million tonne, running at about 1.66% lithium. And then more recently, just last week, we secured 6 really attractive gold projects, all on main structures that have got our geologists salivating. And we're just in the middle of DD now, and we're looking forward to a bright future. We've prepared the foundation for IronRidge now. It's a brand new foundation. It's a multi-commodity, multi-continent company, and we're looking forward to developing those early into next year.
And you were saying this, as you said, it's a very diverse company there. What's going to be the key focus going into 2017? What's going to be the priority?
Look, the priority is going to be Chad. We recently did a deal with Tecton Minerals based out of Singapore. It's an investment of $3.5 million US over the next 18 months to acquire 60% of the company. Part of that deal, we also took on the exploration team, which were managing Tecton Minerals from the onset. So the priority is going to we're starting to identify drill targets there now. The guys are still in the field coming out next week, and next year is going to be a lot of drilling, we believe.
One of the themes I've picked up on this year's Mines Money is talking about jurisdictional risk and how important it is in terms of progressing projects. What do you say to that, having projects in Australia, which you might call a safe jurisdiction, and then in Africa, which can be of a variety of levels?
Look, Australia is always a safe jurisdiction. You know, it's where we live. We always like to have a little project at home. But in Africa, look, we call them yellow-like countries. Chad's interesting. The perception is it's risky. Look, we've spent many weeks in Chad on a number of occasions now. We don't have security. We're fine. We don't believe there's a risk component there, security risk component. You know, then we're in Ghana. I mean, that's just a pro-mining jurisdiction, so there's no problem there. Côte d'Ivoire, well, that's developing. We've spent several weeks in the Ivory Coast now. That's fine. And then, Gabon, well, we've been there for 3-4 years now, so yeah, we like the yellow-like countries, and we generally, with our aggressive approach, we have this first mover advantage, so we can get in quick, we can have a look, we can evaluate, we can secure, and then we'll have a smooth run into 2017. It'll be good.
Brilliant. So just very briefly on 2017, what are the sort of key targets you want to achieve by the end of the year, say?
Look, we've got a lot of fingers in a number of exploration pies at the moment. We don't believe that all of these will go through DD, will complete DD, or will go through to obviously becoming a mine. So we're hoping to fine-tune that with our DD programs, our aggressive and intense DD programs. So we'll fine-tune that, and we'll end up with a handful of projects that we think we can potentially go the distance.
Brilliant. Thank you, Vincent.
Fantastic, Jack. Thank you.